Thanks everybody for tuning in for our second test out of how DragonCon Online for the Filk Music Track is going to go. I'm Amber Hansford, track director of the DragonCon Filk Music Track, and I am so happy to say that the fastest filker in the world, Tom Smith, is here with us tonight. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't frickin' sleep. I've tried showers, music, milk, and cookies, wine, and counting sheep. But a zillion little random thoughts are driving me insane. It's like hamsters on a wheel running right inside my brain. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except for Miranda's. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except Miranda's, cause she has one as a pet. I'm not crazy, suicidal, overworked, or overstressed. It's just when I start to think of stuff, I can't give it a rest. And it rattles, shakes, and rumbles from the moment I disrobe. I don't want to freaking have a trail inside my frontal lobe. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except for Miranda's. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except Miranda's, cause she has one as a pet. I told my little niece Miranda about the hamsters who keep me up all night. And she cried and said, please don't hurt them. It's not their fault, you haven't got the right. So I've written new age hamster music, put hamster Somonex inside a bedside cup. Even tried some hamster hypnosis. I'll take a mallet to my mullet if they won't shut up. Then one night I couldn't take it, and I sat up in my bed, grabbed the mallet, started playing whack a hamster on my head. And I'm so sorry, Miranda, I was mean and I was weak. But let me tell you, it's adorable. You hit them and they squeak. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except for Miranda's. Death to hamsters, death to hamsters, except Miranda's, cause she has one as a pet. So I don't think that I'll mention it just yet. Squeak. Hey, all right, this is going to work out, I hope. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the DragonCon Filk Track. And for those of you who don't know, my name is Tom Smith. Also, for those of you who don't know, you don't know? I've only been around for 35 years. Oh, man. I have something of a playlist because people asked for some things to be done, and I will end up doing a few of them. Some people want some old classics, some people wanted some new stuff. We'll do everything we can. I have an hour, and I will sing as fast as I'm able to. So let's try this one. Somebody definitely suggested that get out of my way. I'm working with both the laptop and the iPad here, and my laptop is up comes a Windows Windows message, basically, yet another thing. Windows has a wonderful plan for your life. We're going to reboot in the middle of the night. Just fine, go away, do whatever you need to, just beat it. Actually, that really changes it because that means I have to go to this one now. It had been a long ass work week. It had been a rough ass day. I was hoping I could just go home and sleep the night away. But the message waiting for me was the worst a man could know. Hi there, son. Can you call me back? My computer's running slow. There are bamboo shoots and water tortures, German blondes named Gert, films with Adam Sandler, and lots of other things that hurt. But it's not my job or girlfriend that finally drove me mad. I've been on the phone long distance doing tech support for Dad. It took 7 tries to get him to the start menu and run. He had Bonzi Buddy, Comment Cursor, and QuickTime 3.1. I said I'd try to find out if his firewall had been breached. Turned out he bought his compact before Clinton was impeached. That joke gets funnier and funnier every year. Service packs and driver updates. He needs every single thing. And he gets online by dial-up, so we might be done by spring. But he trusts that I can fix it. His beloved college grad. Never mind, it was in Russian. Now I'm tech support for Dad. Okay, Dad, you can't burn DVDs. Let's take a look at this. In the upper left corner, there's an icon called My Computer. I want you to click on it. Right click. Right click. Click with the right mouse. The right mouse. Yes, Dad, there's more than one. The right mouse button. Okay, fine. And now you see a thing that says Device Manager. I want you to click on that. Left click. Okay, right click on the icon. Left click on Device Manager. Okay, there we go. And then right click on the little thing there. We'll see the status of your DVD drive. You don't have a DVD drive. Dad, that's why you can't write DVDs. After 37 reboots and a dozen clean installs, my room is trashed, my plants are dead, and there's green slime on the walls. But his pewter's running smoothly. I can finally get away. When he says, oh yeah, son, one more thing. How do you sell stuff on eBay? Here's a box on all programmers, putting crapware on your shelves. May you have to teach your programs to your dads by phone yourselves. There's the Normandy invasion and the siege of Leningrad and the special hell filling in for Dell as tech support for Dad. Now I've built in my computer, nothing can get in or out. The firewall's adamantium and the drives are sealed with grout. And if this one starts to run slow, well, that's just too damn bad. Cause I'd rather shave my eyeballs than do tech support for Dad. Tech support for Dad. Tech support for Dad. Hey, hang on, son. Your mom wants to set up a webpage. Let me see. Is there some chat there? Live comments. Yeah, da, 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 da. Oh, look at all those nice people there. Yay. How you guys doing? Very important question right now, okay? Can you still see me? Okay, I'm looking at the chat window. I just want to make sure that you can still see and hear me at the same time. Anybody? Everybody? Hello? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. That's what I wanted me to know. Fine. Then I can look at the chat and I can see how many people are here and what they're doing. Yay! Oh goodness, all these nice people, Alyssa Yeager and Liz Huffman and Thomas Brown and Kevin Vorwick. Oh my, all my friends. It's so nice. God, I miss you guys. Pat Var and I do think that after we finally get out of this, after the COVID is over, we get together and the first couple cons don't even have programming. It's like, dude, bring your jammies, bring your pillows, bring your beanbag chairs, and we all sit around and have a cuddle puddle for a couple days. I think that would be lots of fun. Now, a bunch of people asked for different things on. Hi, Michelle Smithmore. Yay! Hi, Benji. Hi, Tina. All these good folks. They asked for several older songs, which I'll do, and they also suggested that I do some newer ones, and that's all good. I will go back and forth. Actually, let me open up the new songs 2020 list. Yeah, goodness, I got some stuff over here. Well, what? Where? Yeah, recent. There we go. New songs 2020. Yes, open you up. There was one I wrote several years ago. It's just a very quick thing. Somebody phrased something which basically would make me the Necronomicon. Okay, as in me, my person would be the actual Necronomicon, written by Abdul Al-Azrad, and I thought that was a lot of fun, and so I wrote one verse of Major General about that. I'm the yeah, I do a key, I can sing. I'm the anthropomorphization of the dreaded Necronomicon. The darkest book of evil is what my physique is based upon. Abdul al-Azrad wrote me after hearing insects speak to him, although I'm sure his editor thought that it was all Greek to him. Within me are the mysteries no mind can bear to think about, the truth about the great old ones who someday will return, no doubt, the facts behind why elder gods are omnivores, not herbivores, and forbidden signs and sigils used to ward off ancient servitors. Forbidden signs and sigils used to ward off ancient servitors. Forbidden signs and sigils, I've made a token effort in the study of psychometry and do my taxes using non-Euclidean geometry. And so in matters temporal, non-corporal, and eons gone, I am the flesh embodiment of Lovecraft's Necronomicon. And I'm going to try and finish this one up for Patreon for later this month. Lar D'Souza did a wonderful pick of Belle from Beauty and the Beast, except it was Bella Lugosi. Okay. And I saw that and I immediately went, little town down in Transylvania, every night I can dine right here. Little town full of lovely victims, running home to shriek, Vampire! 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 There goes the schoolmarm, she's so lithe and winsome, her pale throat it does compel. She's so malleable and meek, since I bite her twice a week. She's a perfect, lovely thrall. Get away, please get away! Help, vampire, help! Ah, the ladies can't resist me. No, seriously, you can't resist me. I crap. Look, there he goes, the local Nosferatu, a demon come right out of hell. We're unable to resist, cause he'll turn to bad or mist. No denying he's a scary one, that Bella. Vampire, be off, you bit my mother. Your mother, grandma, and your wife. I need a priest. He bit ours last month. There's nothing like this great provincial life. You get the idea. Trying to see if there's anything relatively new that I can share with you or do or something. A couple of them are grim, and some of you said, "Okay, you want the grim stuff? Okay, we'll do the grim stuff." This is fun. I like this one. I think I actually have. Have I put this yet up on Bandcamp? I have. I have. This next song is available on Bandcamp. I wrote this because I'm sick and tired of people saying Donald Trump is fat. Okay? It's fat shaming. No matter what the hell else it is, it's fat shaming. Okay? And we just don't need that. It's like when Al Franken, a man I otherwise greatly admire, wrote Rush Limbaugh is a big fat idiot. Same thing. It's like this put me off. Okay, and part of the reason is I'm way bigger than Donald Trump. You know, so I am fatter than Donald Trump. Them is just the facts. It bothers me when you say he's fat. It ignores his other acts. Fat people are made fun of. They're looked down upon with spite. But think of the fat folks that you know, aren't most of them a delight? They're friendly, laughing, jolly old mugs. They take great pleasure and give great hugs. So when you say Donald Trump is fat, are you saying you think he's really like that? I am fatter than Donald Trump by a factor of 1.3. But I believe that being fat is all he has in common with me. I haven't desecrated a church or consorted with Russian spies, or left our allies in the lurch, or told 20,000 lies. I haven't gassed an innocent throng, though last week's burritos were pretty strong. So when you say Donald Trump is fat, are you saying you think I'll act like that? So many people are challenged. Yes, so many people are challenged in size to one degree or another, but you still love them if they are your mother or sister or brother. You wouldn't think of shaming them. You know how good they are. So is thinking the same of other fat folk really a step too far? I am fatter than Donald Trump. Most normal clothes don't fit. But if we both lost all that weight, he'd still be a piece of shit. His badness doesn't come from fat or wigs or orange skin. It comes from narcissistic greed. It comes from deep within. So look at folks with a gaze that's fresh. And remember, fat is just extra flesh. You'll see more than a pasty lump. And there are lots better reasons to hate Donald Trump. Thank you. Hmm. Uh, oh, man. Okay, other stuff. Let's see, among other things you folks asked for. A couple of people asked for the Superman Sex Life Boogie. That's been a while. Okay. Realize, of course, that this no longer applies because Lois has known who Clark is for a long, long time now. They've been married and all that other stuff. Except they got divorced. Except she forgot. Except she remembered again. Except they got married again. I don't know. Oh, out of snark? Maybe. We'll see what we're doing with the rest. I got several things that people requested. Okay, but I do see the request for it. Okay. Well, I'm a small town boy with a heart of gold. Not to mention heat, vision, and breath that's cold. I got super strength, I'm immune to pain, but I'm weak in the knees around Lois Lane. She got a sexy walk and the bluest eyes. Her clothes are all painted onto her thighs. She's got great taste, so I just don't see why she's in love with my costume and not with me. I can change the course of rivers, bend steel in my bare hands. But none of that hokey macho stuff makes me feel any more like a man. I'm faster than a speeding bull and I'm tougher than a moving train. But why leap a tall building in a single bound when I'd rather jump Lois Lane? Well, I'm a nice, easygoing kind of guy. I got mild manners and my wit is dry. But it doesn't ever seem to matter what I say, cause Lois never gives me the time of day. But when I fly the city in my blue and red, she risks the whole world just to get me to bed. That's not the way I wanna let her get my bod. It's not making love, it's seducing God. I've told her 1,000 times we can never risk normal sex. If I lose control, we could get David Cronenberg to do the special effects. I'm faster than a speeding bull and I'm tougher than a moving train. But why leap a tall building in a single bound when I'd rather jump Lois Lane? Well, I'm sick of all the supervillains poking fun just because I'm still a virgin at age 31. I don't like the names that I'm being called. I couldn't care if Lex Luthor's always been more bald. I'd love to let Lois know the way I feel, to let her know the man underneath the steel. But she doesn't want to have a thing to do with me unless I'm out bashing baddies in my BBDs. I've had it with the hero biz. Frustration has got me down. Why should I bother with saving the city when I'd rather be painting the town? I'm faster than a speeding bull, and I'm tougher than a moving train. But I'd throw it all away in a minute if I could just once get the jump on lane. Ah, gotta be careful. My arms and hands are going. What are you doing? You don't do this very much anymore, do you? uh, Turn on a fan because it's a little freaking warm in here. Here we are. Back this way. Oi, 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 oi. Okay. Somebody mentioned the idea of doing some improv. I am more than good with doing improv. Excuse me, belch. If we're going to do some improv, so somebody said improv folk. So we got the style. Somebody give me a word. Just any noun. No stranger to body parts wondering what are you doing. That's a bunch of words. No, give me a noun. Finger, COVID. Any other tries here? Wombat. Wombat's always good. Okay, we might use a couple of those. Butterfly, lawnmower, water, chicken fingers. Years ago, I wrote a song called Chicken Thumbs. I wonder if we can ever find it. I sang it with Mitchell Clapp at OVFF. Pine cone. Okay, now give me a place. Sword, step, sleep. Give me a location, a place. Hospital. Timbuktu, Mordor. Schenectady, but I can't spell it. Mount Rushmore, the DMV. Okay, I think that's sufficient. I think that's sufficient. Okay, let me go back here and grab a couple of these. Okay. Has my guitar been a little bit too loud? Because it seems like the guitar might be a little too loud. Okay. All right, we're good, guys. We got plenty. Little fuzzy on the high end. H beam pipers in my guitar. How's that right there? Uh-huh. Audio fades a bit when you lean back, though. Okay, that's important. I will touch it up just a little bit. Okay, I got plenty of words, guys. Now I just got to think where we got to go. Okay, we have wombat, blueberry, lawnmower, all those kind of good things here. Okay. we're not going to do COVID Hospital because I don't want this to be a depressing song, and it would be very quickly or extremely tacky, as the case may be. So, da, 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 da. Got to play with the tone just a bit. Hang on. It was down at the DMV one day. In came a wombat. He had himself a sword. He was ready for some combat. He said, I've got my wombat mobile right out by the curb. So if you could get me a license plate, I'd appreciate it, sir. Now we've got this wombat here with some weaponry. He's looking kind of funny at us all. And I would rather walk from here to Mordor and back than have to deal with this thing on my wall. He said, I'm trying to get to Mount Rushmore, but I haven't got the license to drive. And if I tried to walk to Mount Rushmore, I'm sure I'd never make it there alive. So I made me a wombat mobile. It looks really slick as far as I can tell. It's got all the standard engine and wheels, and that brand new wombat smell. So help this wombat get to Rushmore. I'm hoping that he'll make it in his time. At least he's going through the DMV, trying to make sure that he don't commit a crime. Whoever thought of a wombat driving to Rushmore on his own? Whoever thought of a wombat driving? So now we have a wombat going to Mount Rushmore. He's going by way of the Grand Canyon and Rillier. He's in and out of the Oval Office faster than Trump can see. He's in and out of Vegas. I don't even know if Vegas was suggested to me. He's doing his best to get there with the has to go through a local lunchroom, an outhouse, a lake, and Timbuktu. He had to turn left while in Schenectady. Wouldn't you do that too? And finally ended up in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota. It's not close to Mount Rushmore at all. But now he's mowing lawns and eating chicken fingers and hoping he will make it in the fall. Oh. Well, that was utterly silly. Hang on a second to see some of the things you guys suggested. Well, that's right. I wanted to do that one because somebody asked for it. I wanted to do that because somebody asked for it. Okay. Don't mind me just going through the list. I did hamster brain. Okay. That one here? That is. Okay. Oh, I did tech support for Dad already. Selena, I'm sorry. I started out with tech support for Dad. This one, this is the ultimate warning label, or paranoid conspiracy theory, or whatever you like. Your kid can get salmonella from his new pet turtle. Buckle your seatbelt, or through the windshield you will hurtle. You can choke on anything not bigger than your head. Everything is dangerous, so how come you're not dead? You might poke your eye out with any given toy. You might die from allergies to peanuts, wheat, or soy. All these deadly circumstances we cannot improve. Everything is dangerous, so please try not to move. Terrorists are everywhere in every school and mall. And it might be better if you don't touch cheese at all. All the other drivers are insane and they've got guns. Don't pick up hitchhikers, even if they're dressed as nuns. Your date has GHB, he hopes tomorrow you'll forget him. Everything is dangerous, so go ahead and wet him. We are interrupted with a tech message. Okay, the live stream will post to the Facebook page and to YouTube when we finish up the night, so you can catch songs Tom has already done. Okay, good. Dihydrogen monoxide will surely spell you doom. It might just be easier if you don't leave the room. Make sure that your sunscreen is at least SPF 30. Don't eat foods in restaurants, the chef's hands might be dirty. Gay men want your body and they can't control their urges. Monks have secret messages they're chanting in their dirges. Magnetic waves from in your cell phone just might fry your brain. There's a flying spaghetti monster in your beef chow mein. Paris Hilton might explode, I saw it on Fox News. Everything is dangerous, including Starburst chews. Keep yourself hydrated or you'll pass out from the heat. Watch out for a wormhole opening up beneath your feet. Motorcyclists with tattoos just got out of the joint. Homeless people have diseases, so don't stare and point. From the moment that you're born until the day you die, everything might kill you, and a lot of things will try. So you got two choices, and they're easy to compare. Everything is dangerous, or everything's just there. Everything is dangerous, so suck it up, mon frere. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Oh. Starlight and Saxophone, I might do. A couple other people asked for that. Dark Country and Storm Dancing, I'm not sure I'm up to right now. But I saw that, Tina. What else we got? What time is it? What other things do people want that are funny? Sony wants 5 years. Sony wants cheap marketing employees. Sony wants several 7 drunken nights in space. Operation Desert Storm. Okay, I'm already in my third hour there. Definitely, I got to shrug off. Oh goodness. Okay, so yay! Thank you. A few times you can play certain songs without me running from the room. Hey, Liz. Well, you are running from the room, but I can't see it. Let's see. At this point, I should probably do something. Let me get the lyrics up here for Starlight. Where are you? There we go. Okay. Okay. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, shift time. Only 5 more hours to go. How many miles will pass before us? How many years will pass below? The console lights are fairy tales I've heard at least 100 times before. Lying about the happy endings, leaving me desperate for more. The wall in front of me thinks it's a window, and the blackness earthly skies. And the stars are trying their best to tell me that they're brighter than her eyes. We're doing 0.9C, but there's no rush of wind to make me feel that speed. The only sound is my own heart beating, and that's not the sound I need. There ought to be a saxophone playing softly in the night, a lonely, gentle melody to make me feel alright. But I left all that behind me with the only one who might have heard me play. She's so far away. We used to sit on the fire escape, so close I didn't really have the room to play. We'd serenade the stars and each other till morning chased the stars away. But I've given up my mornings. You need horizons for a dawn. And I've given up my evenings. There's no music here, no reason for a song. Still, there really ought to be a saxophone right here in my hands. A warm and friendly sound to take to cold and empty lands. But I left all that behind me with the one who understands the dreams I play. She's so far away, we're going too fast to see behind us. But still, still we're far too slow to touch the sky. Out erasing sound and time, but not the heartache. In space, no one can ever hear you cry. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, ship time. A console light starts burning blue. And a message says, break out the equipment kept in locker number 2. But the only thing I find there is a hard shell case they made me leave back home. Inside there's just a tear-stained letter, and my heart in steel and chrome. And I raise the saxophone to my lips, and I softly start to play. I serenade the stars and her as the hours drift away. And when my shift is ended, my broken heart is mended, at least halfway, at least for today. She's less far away. Ah, thank you guys. I did a number on my hand. My arthritis is acting up. What else we got here? Thank you all so much. Okay, let's. At the moment, I think if I'm gonna do a Buenos Frog at all, it's gonna be right now. So should I? A couple of people asked for it. Well, you're very welcome, Russell. Very welcome, Thomas. Illuminati polka. Okay, let's see. I'll get to. We'll lighten up right after this. May have to turn this up a bit. Life is unfair, so they tell me, because they think I wouldn't know. They only can. Hang on. They only can see a cheap gimmick on their children's favorite show. They say, oh, that's just foam and a wire attached to a green velvet sleeve. Anyone could do that. Well, that's true, I suppose. But who else could make them believe? What can I say without you there to guide me? How else am I supposed to give? How can I sing without you there beside me? How else am I supposed to live? We could never just do the expected. I was just an idea in a bog. But you sold up your dream and we made quite a team. Jim and Kermit, a boy and his frog. It was me, Rolf, and you, but I think that he knew there was something that you and I had. The magic we made just kept growing, and none of it ever was bad. Then came Ernie and Scooter and Gonzo, Dr. Teeth, Cookie Monster, and more. But now all of those voices are silent, and I want to go on, but what for? No one can make me what you did. No one can walk in your shoes. No one could make me forget you, but that's not a thing that I'd choose. I just can't let it be over, and you wouldn't want it that way. So I'll stand up and I'll face it, and though not quite in your voice, I'll say, sorry. I will go on without you there to guide me. There's so much more I can give. Whenever I sing, you will be there beside me, As long as I keep you, you'll live. We just wanted to make people happy. I was always much more than your toy. I will never regret, and I'll never forget what we had. I'll miss you, Dad. This frog and his boy. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's see the time here. God, it's already 8:45. Okay. I will try to do a few songs really fast. We're not going to get to not going to get to the longer funny ones. I think if you, I have two choices. I can do a couple of the longer funny ones, or I can end with 307 and Nail and Rocket Ride. Which would you like? Selena, man, it's Dusty in here all of a sudden. Yeah, I was going to say them onion ninjas. While you're deciding if you want the longer funny songs or Rocket Ride, it's been 5 years since we went online. Laurel Takashima's gone, but Susan's so fine. 5 years since the Volon came. Someone tried to kill him, Sinclair didn't take the blame. 12 years since we held the line. 24 hours missing out of Jeff's mind. Yesterday, it went off TV, but it'll still be okay, because we got the story. Oh my God, I wouldn't throw me with Garibaldi. He's getting balder every season. He got attacked his buddy Jackie, went and shot him in the back to keep on track of assassination treason. Hot like Ivana and Talia. We're gonna draw ya, and then we'll kick a little Zathras. Albesters in the Psychor. We got a mind war. Ironheart some more, and you're the grass. Lender and Viral, share of beer, and watch a deer disappear without a line was one likely bound for darkness. So it begins in the little splinter, thinning, glowing spider webs, 7 to the chrysalis. Jakar's double city, saw something a holy man. Trying hard, not was smiling in front of Sheridan. I'm the kind of guy that laughs at the shadow horde. Can't understand, then you're not a three-edged sword. I have a tendency to do my thing with my hands. I have a history of taking off my gloves. It's been 5 years since her days began. John met Dylan, but Anna would be back again. 5 years since we met in Naroon. He ended up a hero, started out on Major Loon. 3 years since the Shadow War. Nastier than any aliens I've seen before. Yesterday, all the Narns were freed, but there was still something keeping hold on Centauri. Medieval Marcus, the rescue ranger. Lorien shows up, things get stranger. Watching out the window over White Star. It came from Minbar, and then we'll steal Babylon 4. Sinclair's 4 could be a Valentine. He travels through time, and Babylon 5 is too cute. Lita comes back and she's lying. A guy named Byron, and Rebo in a zooty zoot suit. Gonna meet the balance of defiance and alliance, because the giants left the playground with a lot of blood and sorrow. Gonna give room on Zahadum, the ship will zoom in, then go boom, Shabba because there's always one tomorrow. I can't help it if I think they're driving Johnny mad. All the time used to smile, now he's David's dad. I'm the kind of guy I'd rather walk about than run. Can't understand why they killed their own son. I have a tendency to shorten everybody's hair. I have a history of lopping off heads. It's been 5 years since the gathering. Beginning, middle, end, Joe wrapped up the whole thing. 5 years since we saw this show. How good it was gonna get, there was no way to know. 3 years since we really knew. We voted Joe Hugo, then we gave him number 2. Yesterday, it went off TV, but we still got Crusade, so we ain't too sorry. We still got Crusade, so we ain't too sorry. Joe, I've seen Crusade, you're gonna be sorry. Bring me the head of Lando Malari. Well, I see an overwhelming thing for 307A on Rocket Ride. Let's take a look at the time here. I can probably get in one more short, funny song, which several people requested. So, willkommen to Bavaria. Und wenn in Bavaria, everybody dance. You've heard that everyone is 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon, but do you know the 6 degrees of grand exalted mason, for everyone and everything has around it curled the tentacles of the secret masters who control the world. I rule you, you rule me, someone rules us secretly. It's a vast conspiracy, the Illuminati polka. For several thousand years now, we've worked behind the scenes. They laugh when we buy Dockers, we've all got designer jeans. They won't know if you'll get the girl or pass the SAT. It's kinda like the Truman Show combined with D&D. I rule you, you rule me, someone rules us secretly. It's a vast conspiracy, the Illuminati polka. Everybody's bank account is serviced by the gnomes. The Masonic Temple gets the mortgage payment for your homes. Commander Weishaupt kept Saddam from being caught too soon, while Coley and Blavatsky run Wall Street from the moon. I rule you, you rule me, so you're not dancing. The Illuminati polka. The media say everything is awful, but that's okay. It's too late. Sorry, looking at something else. The media say everything is awful, but that's okay. It turns out that Fox Mulder is really Kaiser Soze. If men in black are in your tub or birds consult your cat, duck your head, try not to think, and wear this tinfoil hat. I rule you, you rule me, someone rules us secretly. It's a vast conspiracy, the Illuminati polka. I am dancing, circles say. The entertainment industry just got the atom bomb. Dick Cheney and Al Qaeda run and run with your mom. Your DNA's on CDR, so heads up PDQ. You may not have a hope in hell, but at least you got a clue. I rule you, you rule me. Someone rules us secretly. It's a vast conspiracy, the Illuminati. One more time, I rule you, you rule me. Someone rules us secretly. It's a vast conspiracy, the Illuminati polka. Fenord. Boy, that sounded odd. There's many drinks you'll drink, my lads, on every world that's new. There's Saurian brandy, cran apple schnapps, and a good old Tullamore don't. There's Buschenbeck and Buttenbach and others dark and pale. But I think you'll find the finest kind is 307 ale. 307 ale, me lads, 307 ale. The finest drink that any bar has ever had for sale. It'll lay your whole damn world to waste. It'll make you fit and hale. There's nothing that you'll ever taste like 307 ale, me lads, 307 ale. It started down at MIT one lazy summer day, when a couple of the frat boy techies started into play. They caught up on their schedule with a couple hours to kill. That's how you know it's a science fiction song, because that never, ever, ever happens. So they fitted up a cyclotron and made themselves a still. 307 ale, me lads, 307 ale. The finest drink that any bar has ever had for sale. It'll lay your whole damn world to waste. It'll make you fit and hale. There's nothing that you'll ever say that tastes like 307 ale, my lads, 307 ale. They added choice ingredients to brew a little brew, but they didn't know the wires were crossed in chamber number 2. A tiny bit of space got folded, things were looking queer. They turned the spout and then came out the world's first hyper beer. 307 ale, me lads, 307 ale. The finest drink that any bar has ever had for sale. It'll lay your whole damn world to waste. It'll make you fit and hale. There's nothing that you'll ever taste like 307 ale, my lads, 307 ale. Fit and hale. Pronounce things, Tom. It bubbled and it burbled and it glowed a fizzly green. And what it did to test equipment, frankly, was obscene. It took a while to find a vial, it wouldn't burst to flame. Then they measured out its potency. Smooth. And that's how it was named. There's many drinks you'll drink, my lads, but this one beats them all. 153 and 1/2% alcohol. A beer brewed in a tesseract, it'll shoot you through the roof. And if you don't believe me, I've got lots and lots of proof. 307 Ale, my lads, 307 Ale. The finest drink that any bar has ever had for sale. It'll lay your whole damn world to waste. It'll make you fit and hale. It sticks to your mouth like library paste with a stronger kick than toxic waste. Nothing that you'll ever taste like 307 Ale. What's the heating on? Here we are. Okay, that's definitely that's a problem. That's a new problem. My guitar is muting itself at the wrong times. I have no idea what's going on. We'll figure that out. Anyway, thank you all so much. We are almost out of time here, but we got just enough time to do Rocket Ride. And again, thank you all so much. Thank you for supporting the Dragon Con Filk Track. Thank you for supporting online music in general. Because dang, we've been having some fun the last few months, haven't we? I miss you all. I want a hug and cuddle puddle at every con I go to after we get through all this. You're all wonderful. Many of you are actually really good and close friends, and I really miss you all. And this is something, but it's not enough. So, a small reminder, which Amber has been putting on banners throughout the show of my music page at Bandcamp and my Patreon page. Excuse me. This is how I make a substantial amount of money. I'm on Social Security disability, which gives me just enough to basically pay the bills and get a week of food. So anything that you can do to help is great. If you want, my imaginary tip jar. Forgive me if this sounds gauche, but you guys have been generous and I appreciate it. The tip jar is paypal.me/filkertom. So in any case, yeah, we have we have plenty of time. Yeah, I know you guys have plenty of time, but okay, we're gonna get through Rocket Ride, and if the stream is not shut down by Amber, then after Rocket Ride, we'll do 7 Drunken Nights in Space. How's that? Okay. What is the deal with this? Hang on. Oh, I didn't realize how far I pulled it the other way. I have a very tiny, adorable little amp over here. Okay, now this little thingy here, that's cute, and it's got 3 things: one for off and volume, one for tone, and one for overdrive. I have no overdrive on it at all. Okay, I was going for just some tone to give it some tone, and don't know why it's giving me that all of a sudden. That hasn't happened before tonight. Oh, and we always have time for your encore. Thank you so much, Amber. Okay, alrighty. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nothing worth doing that I haven't tried. There ain't no living on planet side. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. 3.14. How many cities crumble into dust at the first atomic attack? How many self-aware, wise, and just computers do we have to hack? How many supercars will turn to rust because we don't have a spare or a jack? Give me technology that we can trust and give it fins like a Cadillac. I want a shining tower of glass and steel, a rubber jumpsuit and a freeze-dried meal, the will to survive, the need to explore, the love of adventure, who could ask for more? I want you, baby, right by my side. Help me get out before my brain is fried. The stars are waiting so big and wide. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Hang on. What is this? How many demons out in cyberspace will possess every hacker's will? How many members of the master race will come closing in for the kill? How many xenomorphs will change their face and then hunt us down for a thrill? Give me a villain with style and grace and a little bit of fencing skill. They used to be angular, sneering, and bald. If someone got killed, even they were appalled. They tried to marry the heroine, no thought of rape, and they sure as hell knew how to wear a cape. They never tortured, they never lied. They'd honor a promise, even meant they died. Let's find a villain with professional pride. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. I just figured it out. The battery is dying in that thing. Terminators, life force, robot jocks, predators, lots of things that know how to flans. Defend us, straight them out the doors. Gimme Star Wars, bring back the children of the lens. Puppet Master, Child's Play, Fright Night, Judgment Day, Jason, Freddy, Michael, and Stripe. Let Frankenstein, Arthur, and Kong chase them all away. The movie snatches pods are overripe. I want more than action and special effects to think about what might happen next. A hero, not a weapon, shop wet pecs, and a heroine, not an excuse for sex. I want a bubble helmet matting down my hair, the ground giving way to the open air. The joy and wonder as I head out there, and I know I can have it if I only dare. How many bodybuilding macho jerks will spell? Try that again. How many bodybuilding macho jerks will blow everything full of holes? How many imitation Captain Kirks will spill beer on the ship's controls? How many stupid personality quirks will we see instead of souls? Give me my baby and a ship that works, and give us the starring roles. I want to cruise the galaxy at FTL, pursuing heaven, defying hell. I want to do everything that a man can do, and I want to do it all out there with you. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nothing worth doing that I haven't tried. There ain't no living on planet side. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nothing worth doing that I haven't tried. There ain't no living on planet side. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nothing worth doing that I haven't tried. There ain't no living on planet side. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Come on with me, baby, on a rocket ride. Thank you all so much. Oh my God. Oh, oh man. Okay, listen. I'm gonna have to. Okay. I am going to hang around long enough to do the 7 Drunken Nights of Space, but the but the guitar is going to be out of it. I'm going to do it acapulco because I apparently have run out of juice in that battery, and I don't have any other 9 volts right now. So we'll take care of that. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, David. Thank you, all of you. Yay. Oh, I love all you guys. Okay. Let me do one thing here really fast. Make sure I got my lyrics in front of me because it's that kind of a night. Alrighty. I came home on a Monday night, as drunk can be, and I saw a shiny spacer bike where my old bike should be. So I says to my wife, I says to her, would you kindly tell to me whose spacer bike is that right there where my old bike should be? Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's an extra cycle that Victani sold to me. And it's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but an extra cycle with missile racks I've never seen before. I came home on a Tuesday night, as drunk can be, and I saw an empty pressure suit size 87D. So I says to my wife, I says to her, would you just kindly tell to me whose pressure suit is that right there? What's big as the average tree? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's a twin size waterbed bought from the gallery. Well, it's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but a waterbed with a cod piece on I've never seen before. I came home on a Wednesday night, as drunk can be, and I saw a charged up laser gun where my old gun should be. So I says to my wife, I says to her, would you kindly tell to me whose laser gun is that right there where my old gun should be? Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's a spark plug timing light that Kmart sold to me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but a timer that melts the engine block I've never seen before. I came home on a Thursday night, as drunk can be, and I saw some Saurian brandy, vintage 2093. So I says to my wife, I says to her, would you kindly tell to me, where'd you get that hooch for which you'd have to mortgage me? You didn't, did you? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's a sample of perfume that Avon sold to me. Well, that's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but perfume that de-hairs the cat I've never seen before. I came home on a Friday night, as drunk can be, and I saw some foil BVDs with leg holes numbering 3. And I says to my wife, I says to her, would you kindly tell to me whose underwear is that right there? It don't belong to me. Oh, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's a liquid crystal screen for my IBM PC. That's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but a PC supporting an athlete I've never seen before. Obviously, running a laptop. I came home on a Saturday night, as drunk can be, and I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. And I says to my wife, I says to her, would you kindly tell me who's that there head upon the bed where my old head should be? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's a lovely hologram to keep me company. Well, it's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but a holo with panties caught in its teeth I've never seen before. I came home on a Sunday night, as drunk can be, and I saw a 9-foot humanoid looming over me. So I says to my wife, I says to her, who the fuck is that? Ah, you're drunk, you silly old fool. But now I think you'll see. That's a Klingon Borg half breed what's fell in love with me. Well, it's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles or more, but the Doppler effect when I was on foot I've never seen before. So now I sit in a spacer's bar, as drunk can be, and grateful all my skin and bones are still attached to me. And it's many a day I've traveled, 1,000,000 miles and more. But if I ever look at a woman again, wait, who's that babe by the door? And on that note, I bid you all a very, very good night. See you again soon. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dragon Con. Thank you so much on behalf of Amber and Pat Var. I thank you both, incredibly for all the help, and thank all of you. You're so great. Appreciate it. Probably try
Thank
to
you
do this
guys.
again next month.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We actually are looking at trying to have a concert a week leading up to the weekend of con. And then we've got um, a few things scheduled for Dragon Con's official channels, and also we'll be streaming. Also, this weekend, we're going to be playtesting how an open Filk works within our Facebook rooms in our group. So please join us this weekend for details. And also next week, we will have the Blibbering Humdingers with us on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. We really do appreciate you. And please don't forget, wear your mask.